Welcome back to the Malaysia Money Matters show. It's the 28th of October, 25. Okay, let's get straight into it. We're doing a swift deep dive today, covering the really critical news and market moves. Think corporate Malaysia, local policy, and the global economic scene.
Exactly. We're aiming to move quickly, just distilling the impact of the key announcements, everything from, major infrastructure deals right through to tricky global trade talks.
Right. Let's kick off with company news. First up, what a debut for Insights Analytics. The Sarawak firm just, blew past expectations on the ACE market.
Absolutely stunning. Share price more than doubled, up over 81% on day one.
And they raised a good chunk of capital, RM43.56 million.
Yeah, and that's basically rocket fuel for them. They're not wasting any time using that confidence, that capital, to push into West Malaysia.
Expanding their reach.
And expanding their tech application. They're taking their digital twin technology that's sophisticated virtual models of real-world things beyond just water management. Think smart cities, ports, high-value stuff.
Okay, so real confidence in that tech space. Now, shifting gears a bit strategically, K&M Group, they've withdrawn their appeal against delisting, which is set for November 5th.
This looks like a calculated move. It seems they're prioritizing financial stability over maintaining their listed status right now.
So the driver is that German unit sale.
Exactly. Finalizing that 270 million sale is crucial. It wipes out RM1.3 billion in debt. So yeah, it's sacrificing the listing perhaps temporarily for solvency. A financial turnaround is the absolute priority.
Makes sense. A huge debt burden lifted. Okay, on a more positive growth note, construction giant IJM Corporation. They've secured a massive contract.
Huge is right. RM1.26 billion for a hyperscale data center down in Elmina Business Park.
And there might be more to come.
Well, analysts are flagging potential for maybe another RM1 billion in MEP work. That's mechanical, electrical, and plumbing.
Wow.
It just highlights, again, this continued boom in high-value digital infrastructure projects. It's a key growth area.
Definitely. And we saw some other solid contract wins, too, right?
Yeah, a bit of a flurry. MGB secured work for affordable apartments, pushing their order book up to RM1.25 billion.
A good number for...
AWC got a 5-year facilities management contract for government buildings in Putrajaya, around RM82 million.
Okay.
And LBS Bina Group is teaming up with Oriental Holdings for a big RM600 million mixed-use JV down in Melaka.
So broad activity across different segments.
Right. And interestingly, Perak Transit says it's pushing ahead with its RM360 million terminal projects. That's despite their share price taking quite a hit this year, down about 55%. Shows commitment to operations over market swings.
Also noted Mulfa International selling its London Marriott stake for about RM190 million. Funding working capital, new investments.
And just quickly, some shareholder changes at Systec, the former top shareholder selling down, while the new executive chairman's spouse increased her stake significantly.
Okay, let's shift to government and policy news. Big one here, rare earths. Minister Zafar will clarify the export ban on raw rare earths.
Yes, and the key point is universality. The ban applies to everyone, U.S., China, Japan, Korea, no exceptions for raw materials.
But, and this is the crucial part, the new trade agreement with the U.S. has specific carve-outs, right?
Exactly. That agreement ensures no bans or quotas on processed critical minerals and magnets heading to American companies.
So Malaysia gets to encourage local processing.
Precisely. It's a strategy to capture more value downstream, forcing investment here, while still facilitating that specific U.S. supply chain need. Quite a balancing act.
Strategic neutrality with a specific bilateral lane. Got it. Now, semiconductors always critical. PM Anwar met President Trump. Any relief on those U.S. chip tariffs?
Well, the language was cautious. The PM said tariffs are not an issue for now, and Trump apparently agreed to address them at the appropriate time, so immediate pressure seems eased.
And Deputy Minister Lu Chintong added some context.
Yes, he confirmed that Malaysia's new trade commitments, like the ones we just discussed, are expected to positively influence future U.S. tariff decisions. So it's linked.
Okay, some breathing room there. Locally, Transport Minister Loke is standing firm on overloaded lorries.
Absolutely no compromise seems to be the message. Road safety is the priority, despite industry pushback.
And the Housing Ministry is looking at tougher measures for abandoned projects?
Yeah, they're reviewing laws to potentially impose travel bans on directors of blacklisted developers. There were, 107 abandoned projects listed as of September? So they're trying to increase accountability.
Right. And quickly on health, the Rokan KKM Premium Economy Service.
Still planned for Cyberjaya Hospital, focusing on orthopedics and internal medicine. The delay seems to be more about compliance hurdles than anything else.
Okay, let's look internationally for a moment. U.S.-China trade. Any movement?
Well, President Trump got a very warm welcome in Japan, and that seems to have boosted hopes maybe for some kind of trade truce with China, perhaps pausing those steep tariffs.
And China's message at the ASEAN summit.
Pushing for trade multilateralism, kind of the counter-narrative. The whole picture remains pretty volatile, frankly, but any hint of U.S.-China de-escalation is seen as positive.
What about the energy outlook?
The IEA, International Energy Agency, is forecasting oil prices will likely moderate. They see ample supply. And interestingly, the LNG market is shifting more towards buyers, meaning potentially lower prices.
Impact for Malaysia.
Could mean a lower subsidy burden for the power sector, which is good, but potentially lower dividends from national oil companies as well. So swings and roundabouts.
Got it. And just a couple of final points, legal and tech updates.
Quick ones, yes. The IRB is suing Muhyiddin's son-in-law over alleged unpaid taxes and penalties, about RM2.5 million. And Farhash has filed a defamation suit against Rafizi seeking RM10 million.
Okay. And on the tech side, a big U.S. investment.
Yes, the U.S. Department of Energy is partnering with AMD. It's a U.S. $1 billion deal to build 2 new supercomputers, Lux and Discovery. They're aimed at advancing research in areas like nuclear power, even cancer drug discovery.
Impressive scale.
And interestingly, that global push in high-performance computing ties in with reports of XPeng, the EV maker, eyeing Malaysia as a potential AI and tech hub. They're apparently looking to leverage local semiconductor talent for EV localization.
Fascinating connection. Okay, let's try to pull this together. The big takeaway for me seems to be this incredibly complex balancing act Malaysia is performing right now.
I agree. You've got the critical mineral strategy, maintaining neutrality, but facilitating a key U.S. deal.
Yeah.
You've got navigating those delicate U.S. trade negotiations on things like chips.
While simultaneously pushing these huge domestic infrastructure projects and the whole digital transformation agenda.
Exactly. That strategic tension trying to serve global demands, particularly from the U.S. and China, while insisting on local value add, local processing, local jobs, that's really going to shape the economic path forward. It's something you really need to watch closely in the coming months.
A really complex interplay. We hope this deep dive was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to the Malaysia Money Matters podcast for your next knowledge shortcut. Hey there. Thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian listed companies.